Good morning. My name is Marty Kaiser with Greater Orlando Realty in Orlando, Florida. Today's real estate topic is going to be home improvements. I thought we'd go a little different direction today and discuss both from a general owner's perspective, a seller's perspective, and a buyer's perspective. How you evaluate home improvements, what's beneficial, what's most preferred by buyers, and things of that nature. I always tell customers, because I get a lot of inquiries about what people should or shouldn't do with a home. The first decision as a homeowner is determining what you really want. In other words, what improvements do you really prefer? Obviously, you have to balance that with your financial objectives in the sense of how much money do you have to work with to improve your home to where you enjoy it. A lot of times people will say, will I get my money back on it? Is it wise to do this? That's somewhat of a complicated issue because as a seller or as a homeowner, you should primarily put improvements in that you're going to get some use and enjoyment out of. What do I mean by that? If you're putting improvements in strictly to sell your home, then you have to look more critically at your home. What do you have that's dated or out of style in your home that a buyer is going to really downgrade your house about? For example, in 2018, people don't like Formica countertops. So granite countertops would be something that is probably an item that is going to benefit you in the resale of a home. But generally speaking, if you're going to spend, anywhere from maybe $5,000 to $25,000 on improving your home, you should do it with the objective of getting enjoyment and getting good use out of the house. So, for example, if you're planning on selling a house in 12 months, it's probably not wise to spend $25,000 on improvements because you're not going to get enough enjoyment out of it, and you're not going to get your money back out of it. You certainly will sell your house for more money, but you're not going to get the full value of the improvements back. What are things that prospective buyers like? Well, they always start off with the kitchen. And the kitchen usually involves the countertops, the cabinets, the appliances, and the flooring. So those things are all preferred, and in a perfect world, obviously everybody wants the best and newest of everything, but that's all relative to what somebody's budget allows. The second most important area of a home would be the master bedroom and the master bathroom. You'll find there's just differences in those. A lot of master bathrooms have not been updated, and that would be the second most important area. And then the third room would be the family room. Those are the three rooms that families typically get the most utility and use out of. So those are the ones that a prospective purchaser puts more emphasis on when they evaluate homes. Things like the exterior of the house would be next most important in making sure that the landscaping really looks good. If you had a pool, that your pool deck is in nice shape, that your house doesn't need the pool to be resurfaced, and things of that nature. What I tell people is I more than welcome them calling me for my input on suggesting what I would consider them to do based on their criteria that they tell me. So everybody's situation is a little different, and I may advise one customer a little different than another. From a purchaser's point of view, of course, you have different variables. You have location, you have budget, and then you have your wish list of preferred items. And I always, when I show houses to buyers, we always kind of do a pro and con list and try to evaluate the homes that have the most similarities or improvements that befit your taste, that are within your budget. As a homeowner or as a buyer, you can always improve things, but obviously, if you're paying market value for a home, you don't want to have to go in and initially spend $25,000 to improve it. So these topics vary from one customer to the next, but I always recommend doing some careful evaluation, and I'm always available as a resource to guide you. Hope this was helpful. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye.